Let's talk about the true cost of ownership. I'm going to use the Instapot as an example today. What is the true cost of owning this Instapot? This appliance cost about $100. So how long does it take you to earn $100? Say you earn $20 an hour. It took you 5 hours out of your life, out of your job, to make enough money after taxes to pay for this Instapot. Now I own it. Now it's going to take me time to learn how to use it. And I find that quite stressful when you have to learn all of these things if you don't use it enough. So there's the stress cost of owning this. Then there's the storage costs. If you own your home, take the cost of your home, divide it by the number of square feet in your home, and you will get the cost to store this. If you have a $200,000 home and it's 2,000 square feet, it would cost $100 per square foot to store this. So now you've bought it for $100, you've spent 5 hours of your lifetime to buy this, you're storing it, cost another $100. There's the guilt cost. If you don't use it, which I don't use this Instapot, there's the guilt. And that is a cost on my psyche. Every time I see this, I feel guilty. I feel inadequate because I never used it and I know people love them and they use them. I just feel all sorts of emotions. I've got to move it around. I've got to find a place for it. I've got to store it. There is so many hidden costs to clutter. Now, if I used it every day and it was fantastic, well worth it. Absolutely well worth it. But if you're thinking about a purchase in the future, I encourage you to think of all of the costs of what owning that would be. Just a thought, and then you know what is clutter and what isn't clutter. This is clutter. This is something that I can get rid of. Very hard to get rid of because I've already sunk so much cost, money, time into this. It's like, oh, what if? What if I suddenly, after it's sitting in my basement for 2 years, what if suddenly I want to master the Instapot? Chances are it's not going to happen. So get rid of it. Get rid of the guilt, because that is a cost. That is a mental cost. Get rid of it. No more guilt. No more sunk hidden cost into this. Frees up a square foot in my home. If I free up enough square footage in my home, you could even downsize if you minimalized enough. You'd have empty spaces, and empty spaces is so good for your psyche. So keep all of those costs in mind, especially before you buy them. But now that you have bought it and you do own it and I own it, think of all those costs. This is going to bless somebody else, especially at Christmas time. This, if somebody saw this in the thrift store, it would be a blessing to them. Bless someone else today and bless yourself today by getting rid of your clutter.